welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different and just sit down and talk to you guys and share my experience at Gen Beauty LA, which was this past weekend, 2 weekends ago. Basically, I'm just gonna recap my whole experience from the whole weekend and just kind of show you little clips. I didn't have enough footage to like create a vlog, so I'm just gonna like insert little clips and like things to show you what I'm talking about, kind of giving you tips and tricks on what to expect and all of that stuff. And this was not my first Gen Beauty. I did attend the one in San Francisco as well. I think that was in November. I could be wrong. First, I want to thank Ipsy and IpsyOS for giving me the opportunity to even go to these events. Not just attend it, but attend it as a creator. And if you're a creator, you know how big of a difference that is. So this is the badge that we got in LA this year. Honestly, I didn't see a huge difference between the badges this year. I know in San Francisco, it was like we got a gold badge and then the regular attendees got a pink badge, so that brands could actually tell that you're different. When you approach the brands and you talk to the PR person, they kind of just read your badge to like make sure that you're a creator. I've actually noticed brands do that a lot. A lot of times your badge just turns over by accident, so I actually recommend keeping your business cards on the back of your badge so that if it does turn around, you still have your business card showing. So it still shows that you are a creator, because that has happened to me so many times, and then it like reassured them that I was there for a reason. So the first tip that I have for beauty creators that are attending Gen Beauty is make business cards. And I know that everyone says this, but I cannot express how important this is. Like, you're not only meeting brands, but you're meeting other potential subscribers and other beauty creators. So not only are you meeting these brands and trying to create a connection, but you're also trying to put yourself out there, market yourself. And these business cards help so much, it's crazy. So Friday I went to Creator Day. So basically it's just a day of panels and there's different people talking about different things. There's all these bigger YouTubers and people who are actually knowledgeable about certain topics that are on these panels. So there was like Tati, there was Nikki Philippi, there was Lynette Sine, Gabriel Zamora, Michelle Phan, Frankie Grande was there. There's a bunch more. I have some clips that I'm going to show you guys, especially Michelle Phan's. Like, whenever Michelle Phan speaks, I feel like I'm so inspired.
Ever since I was young, I wanted to be a superhero. Like, who else like wore a cape, a towel cape around them and ran around the house and wanted to be like Superwoman, Superman? And I realized more and more, like, you can't really save the world, but you can save yourself. And once you can save yourself, you can show people how you've transformed, how you've transcended, how you've evolved. And I feel like that in itself is so influential because people can see that and they can be inspired by that. Because I agree too, what you're saying, you can rub people off the wrong way when you're trying to be all preachy, but when you're showing people like, this is how I do my makeup, this is how I wear my clothes, because it really works for me, and someone who sees you and they relate to you because, oh, she's the same size as me, or he looks just like me, or I feel like I can relate to this person, that in itself is what is so remarkable about this age that we're living in, the digital age, and how we are connecting more and more. And so I really do believe influence is so much more than just trying to make money and trying to be famous. Like, you can really transform lives, and we all play a very important role in this.
It's very much my home, and it's very much where I want to always carve out that, commitment that I've made. I'm not going to go and do something on another platform and then forget about my YouTube family.
Right.
So there has to be a way where you can work it out to do, that other project that you're passionate about, because there are ways to get it all done. It's just, finding the hours, being more efficient, building out your team, and just making sure you don't kind of forget where you came from.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus, Tati. Thanks so much.
No, you not at all.
Last video posted 4 months ago. Okay.
I actually really liked Creator Day because I feel like it was great to kind of hear their perspective on how you can grow your channel and what you can do to improve. After each panel, there was like a short breaks, and then there was like these small sections of all the sponsors. So there was like an hourglass section where they were launching their new I Am Girl lipsticks, which I think is an amazing campaign, by the way. They were doing like little headshots where you could like choose which phrase you thought like matched you best or whatever, which was so cute. And I'll insert like little clips here for you guys to like see what I'm talking about. Style Code Live had a booth there too, and it was just like a photo booth kind of with a step and repeat background. And then there was a coffee bar. And then NYX had a little booth as well. I wasn't able to go to that, so I'm not sure what they were doing. And yeah, it was like really cute. They had like really fancy breakfast and lunch. Like I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this stuff before. Like it was so fancy, and it was like, it was so chic and so cute. But I definitely had a great time there. I met a lot of people. I met Nikki Philippi, which was really cool. I just had a blast with all of these girls that I went with, and they love makeup as much as you do. And it was just really nice to surround myself with people who actually understand YouTube and beauty and all of that. So after Creator Day, we actually tried to go register early in downtown, but we got there really late, first of all. Second of all of the parking lots were closed, like completely, and if we wanted to park for 10 minutes to just go register, we literally had to pay $30. So if you can go register early, I do recommend it, but go as early as possible. Honestly, like, we just went really late, and it was Friday night. It was like 7:30, and there's obviously traffic in downtown already at that time. So if you do have time to register early, definitely do it. I highly recommend it. And Saturday comes around, so obviously I'm like trying to get there early because I didn't get to register early. But I ended up getting there, I think around like 9, I wanna say. Maybe 9:30, I could be wrong. The event started at 11, so like, I know that seems early, but thankfully they were letting creators move to the front of the registration line. So I got to register really early, and then I just went into the line to enter the actual venue. So another tip that I recommend is if you think that it's worth it, and if you can afford to, definitely buy the early access passes. They let them in at 10 o'clock, which is an hour earlier than the actual event. I was like, oh, I don't need that because it's only an hour per day, but I promise you I regret it so much because I realized that there's not as much of a rush at the early access, so you can hit more brands. And I know so many people who had early access that like definitely recommended it. They said they got to speak to so many brands and visit so many brands. I am for sure gonna do early access next time because I think it's so worth it. It's basically $20 a day. So Saturday was a little like kind of uneventful, but it was kind of crazy. First, I went to NYX, and I'm so glad I went to NYX first. Like, that booth was so crazy after that. It was like impossible to go there after. So I'm so glad we hit that first. And then we tried to go get the goodie bags that they give out each day. But this time they combined both the goodie bags into one. So I went into that line, and then basically they kind of messed up at registration, and then they didn't give me this sticker at registration, which shows that I'm an IPCOS member. And I don't know, they were just giving me like a hard time and made me go all the way down to registration again and then enter back through security, and just, it was like, it's a little bit crazy, but like, things happen. Like, I understand, I get it. So I wasn't like pissed about it or anything. It was just like annoying to like walk all the way downstairs, all the way across the parking garage, and then just walk back, you know. But other than that, it was, I mean, we were waiting in line for most of the day. That's another thing about Gen Beauty is you're gonna wait in line all day. Like, no matter if you're a creator or not, like, you're gonna wait in line. So another tip is wear comfy shoes. And I know you wanna look cute, and I know you wanna like go all out, but like, leave that for your face. Like, beat your face, make it look so good. Like, athleisure is in style, so like, take advantage of it. Wear sneakers and like make your outfit look cute, because I promise you, from all that waiting in line, your feet are going to hurt. There were so many girls wearing heels, and like, if you can do that for so long, props to you. But like, I personally can't, and I would die after an hour. So I like saved myself the pain and just wore Converse both days. We didn't even get to half the brands. In LA, they had a lot more brands than they did in San Francisco. Saturday is the longer day, so you kind of want to hit more brands that day because you don't get as much time on Sunday, and then a lot of brands do like pack up a little earlier. One annoying thing about Saturday was that some brands completely like shooed you away from their booth because they were already out of product. Which was like, it's only half of the first day, like how are you out of product? I could deal with it, it wasn't a big issue. But basically we got like really tired and really hungry by like 4:30, then we just left. It was really uneventful after that. Saturday night I did have an event to go to after Gen Beauty, but I literally skipped it and I was like, I'm so tired, I cannot function, like I need to sleep. So I skipped the event. So come Sunday. So I still arrived at like 9:30, 9:45 on Sunday because I didn't need to register, and I figured like it's fine, I don't mind waiting in line again. And this was a very interesting day. Basically we were waiting in line for so long, and once they finally started like letting us enter the venue, right before we entered, they actually paused the line, and we were all confused because we're like, why did you stop it? The event already started. So we were just waiting, no one was telling us anything. We were just sitting there in the freezing cold while it was pouring rain. By this time it was like 11:15 and it had almost been like 2 hours that I was waiting outside in the cold. And so they weren't telling us anything for a bit, and then all of a sudden we see all these people just exiting, and it just kind of scared me because it was like, oh my god, like there have been so many bad things happening in the world that like it just scared me to see so many people running out. But then I was like, I can't jump to conclusions, like it could just be the rain. And then finally they let us know that the tent was leaking because it was pouring so hard. So I didn't mention this, but the event was held in a tent. So it was like on top of a parking garage in like a really, really big tent. With the rain, it was like shaking, and it was like it was leaking inside of the tent. So basically they told us that they had to wait for the fire marshal to come and just approve the tent and make sure that it's okay for us to be inside of it and it's not unsafe in any way. And I completely understand that. Safety comes first, so I completely get that, but it took a while for them to kind of communicate things to us. All of us had sat down by this point. Like my hair was frizzy because of all the rain and humidity, and I just didn't care about my hair anymore, and we were all just sitting on the floor waiting. So we're waiting because it got evacuated. It's closed. Apparently the tents are leaking, so we have to wait, and we're sitting down. We didn't enter until I think 12:30 or 1. We didn't enter the venue, so it was like almost 4 hours of literally sitting in the freezing cold. I had lost feeling in my feet and my hands, like it was that bad. I literally could not feel my feet, and when I was walking, I felt like I was like walking on like bags because I couldn't feel my feet. Finally got into the venue, and then they extended Gen Beauty for another hour. And I know a lot of people were upset about that because it was only 1 extra hour. But one, it does cost a lot to even extend for an hour. So like I can't imagine having to extend for 2 hours because that would cost so much. On top of that, a lot of brands had already left. Everyone was just ready to go home after that. It was unfortunate, but I get it. A lot of the booths had been like rained out, like it was like flooded, so they had to leave, which was completely understandable. And then a lot of people had to make their flights, so like a lot of these brand people had flights that they had to catch. I completely understand it. Like even I was ready to go home. 3 or 3:30 we had already left, and I went home, and then Sunday it kind of cleared up a bit. I went to dinner with a couple of other creators, and it was nice. Overall, it was a great weekend because I got to meet so many people. And again, since it was in LA, there was a lot more brands that I hadn't met before. Oh, and I also got this hoodie. It's from Benefit. It says Benabe. And then it also has like little eyebrows on the hood. And on the back it says Brow Game Strong, which I thought was really cute. And that's basically it overall. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!